What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. I just want to take a quick minute to go over something that gets brought up a lot in the sessions that I do, one-on-one, also group sessions as well, is that a lot of people will, when they come to me with any sort of pain, discomfort, whatever it may be, they will mention, the day-to-day tasks that they do being problematic, like getting in and out of a car or reaching up to grab something from a shelf or whatever it may be, bending over to pick something up. And a lot of times, when I've worked with people in the past, and again, people come to me working with other trainers and other people, we tend to, on our end, okay, let's train, the basic compound lifts. Let's go through squat. Let's go through lunges. Let's go through all these formalities that are considered the norm within the training world. And that, not that it doesn't have its place, the problem then becomes is we're not training specifically to where the communications from your body let you know, hey, this is uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is if getting in and out of a car is something you're doing every day and it's a task that you as an individual need to do for your livelihood, your career, your well-being, whatever it is, that's where we need to start training those patterns, those movements of the body, because those are where the body said, hey, ow, that hurts. We need your attention. It got your attention in that motion. Now, don't get me wrong, people train with these in mind for sure. But if you are starting out, this is something you're new to, I would recommend you take the time in your day to go, okay, well, how am I moving throughout the day? What does my day-to-day consist of? Is there a lot of rotation motion? Am I moving things a lot? Am I standing a lot? Do I have to get in and out of a car a lot? What does that look like? What does that feel like? Because you might start to realize, oh, there's a balancing act for me to lift my leg, slide into my seat. I need to be able to gently slide in without clenching for dear life. I need to be able to, if I'm again reaching, I need to be able to go down here from, whether it's a dishwasher, bring things up here. I'm sitting a lot. Okay, I need to train myself in a seated position. How am I sitting normally? What are things that I notice when I sit the way that I naturally want to sit? It's bringing those attentions and that awareness to self during our day-to-day activities that we can actually then take and go, okay, now when I'm training or I'm exercising, whatever you want to call it, I get to go in there with more intention, more purpose, more insight to what I'm actually doing during the day. Because and again, this isn't a bashing, but barbell back squat isn't necessarily going to correlate to somebody whose job is like, hey, I need to get in and out of a car. I drive a lot. I'm in sitting down a lot. Yeah, you might be stronger in some capacity. I'm not bashing. I'm just saying, where's the correlation? You know what I mean? Hey, I need to be able to know how to sit tall in a seat for long periods of time. I need to know how to be able to push through my feet so I have that support. I need to be able to know how to gently move through my spine as I sit for long periods. I need to even know how to get up and out of a chair and sit back down without plopping. Those are things that we need to put attention to. So it's learning how to go, okay, what before I start building a program, before I start going crazy with that, let me focus on, well, what am I noticing in my day to day? If you've had an extreme pain signal, start there. What was I doing? Getting in and out of a car. I've had a client tell me recently and many in the past when they had serious injuries, they're like, I had to lift my leg out of the car seat. So, because that motion of lifting was letting them know there's a pain signal here. Great. Where is my knee? Where is my hip? Where's my body in this asking of my leg to go from point A to point B? Because then we can start to see, all right, let me start trying to train around there. Let me go into it with that intention. So you can start to see the progress of your day-to-day activities of going, wow, I'm noticing I'm not getting that pain signal as much. Because one of the big things is we start to lose motivation, or people might lose motivation because the exercises they're doing aren't necessarily matching with their day to day. The day to day still give them issues, still cause problems from time to time. And now if we're training, for many people the way we are, it might add more pain signals, more problems. And then many people, which I've seen firsthand, go, this is too much. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't handle this. My back still hurts. My knee still hurts. It's gotten better, but now my shoulder hurts. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to have aches and pains and things that do come and communicate themselves to us during this, these movements. But we want to be able to the best we can, listen, minimize the extreme, the severity of those communications, and we want to be able to obviously live our day to day. That's the most important piece. I know obviously a lot of you have many other goals, but the thing I do see and hear a lot starts for a lot of people is going, I just want to be able to play with my kids. I want to be able to go on long walks with my wife or my husband. I want to be able to do what I want to do and live my life and not be in pain. So if that is you and this is something that appeals to you and you're figuring out how do I start this journey? Where do I start when it comes to movement? What should I be doing? Look at your day-to-day activities you're already doing and use that as a catapult to get you into, all right, let me try to move and move with specificity when I'm training, thinking, getting in and out of a car, sitting up and out of a chair, moving from low to high, high to low. What am I doing? Right? You might start to realize there's a lot of different movement patterns happening throughout the day and you don't even recognize it. But if we slow down, you bring attention to it, you'll start to be able to connect and see everything happening in real time. So I hope this helps. I hope to see you all soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, team.